Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another indie horror game. This is Neve, or Neve. Neve is a non-linear interactive fiction in which your decisions can completely change the course of the story. Manage your team, race against time, and unravel the mystery surrounding your ship's crash in this suffocating, retro-futuristic thriller that will have you hooked from the first second. Let's begin, and let me be the judge of that. Someone in the snow. I had to push the left mouse button. Renan, come on, Jazz, hurry up. Wait for me, Renan. Is that my daughter? Renan, let's go back home, shall we? No! I want to see the frozen lake. Uh-oh. You promised me. The snow is too heavy. You promised you'd take me. You're a liar. It's for your own sake. Let's get back. Frozen lakes, eh? If this is like a flashback, then kind of thinking we know where we're going with it. Renan? Renan, where are you? He's gone out into the frozen lake. But now we're waking up in the here and now. Poseidon? Or is that meant to be Poseidon? Delivering your future today, Calais. Hello, Captain Jasmina. Where am I? Where am I? Temporary confusion upon awakening is natural. You are aboard the cargo ship Argo, owned by Poseidon Inc. I'm going to call it Poseidon from here on in. I think it's Poseidon, but I think it could be Poseidon. I'm going Poseidon. Which is carrying 19.8 thousand tons of silicon chips. And electronic components produced on Wolf 1061C headed to Earth. Oh, my head is pounding. I feel a bit nauseous and dizzy. That's the side effect of cryoprotectors used in cryogenic sleep. This feeling will soon fade away. I know, I still haven't got used to it. But who are you? My name is Calais. Then I had already understood from the name on the monitor. Calais 2.3.24, being the update version. But I don't remember anyone with the last name 2.3.24 in my crew. I'm not part of your crew, I'm a god. Oh, I'm getting HAL 9000 vibes. I hope you're just being a bit megalomaniac. I am the GOD, the Grave Occurrences Directive of your ship. That's also not good. Grave Occurrences. Any circumstance, event, or occurrence that may cause serious damage, catastrophe, fatality, or loss. I'm getting the kind of picture, yeah. I didn't ask for a trivia quiz. What exactly happened to trigger your activation? The Argo spacecraft had to make an emergency landing. Emergency landing? But you're safe inside your cryogenic capsule, Captain Jasmina. Am I safe? I don't want to stay here. Open my capsule, Calais. Processing request. Oh dear. You do not have authorization to access the Argo spacecraft system. What are you talking about? Of course I have authorization. I'm the captain of the Argo ship. Your system access has been temporarily revoked. Interesting. Why is that, Calais? Who has authorization to access? Yeah, by whom? Who revoked my access? I did. You won't be authorized to access the Argo spacecraft system until you answer a questionnaire. It's like the kind of future capture version, right? To prove I'm not a robot. This way I can determine your ability to retake your captain position. This doesn't make sense. I'm the only captain of the Argo spacecraft. Captain, this is a safety protocol. No, it's not. This captain cannot make such an assertion. Records state that you haven't completely we haven't completed the safety training. If you have my records, yeah, Calais, if you have my records, you don't need an interrogation. The purpose of the questionnaire isn't verifying data. Interesting. Just get on with it. What are the questions? State your name and age loud and clear. Jasmina Alexio, 35 years old. Who are the persons responsible for collecting your mortal remains in the event of your demise? Really? Does that have anything to do with my captaincy? Does it? What kind of question is that? Who are your first degree relatives who can proceed with your funeral services? Well, I'm guessing these guys. That's got to be the daughter that we saw at the beginning, maybe, and my husband. And we're in Marmara. My husband, Dario Alexio, and my daughter, Amanda Alexio. Did you take any narcotic substances before entering cryosleep, Captain? What does that have to do with the emergency? She's not saying no. Please answer, Captain. Did you take any narcotic substances before entering cryosleep? Lie and say you didn't. Tell the truth and admit you took something. See, this is interesting as a kind of concept in terms of the story, you know, divergence. I could lie, but Calais obviously going to have, you know, things that have been in my arm and shit like that since I've been in cryosleep, so I don't think there's any point in lying to Calais at the moment. We've obviously taken something. I don't know what it is, but let's say we tell the truth. Your choices will have consequences. Right. It was a farewell lunch with my husband before boarding. I had 2 glasses of wine. Just the wine, Jazz? Okay. Are you aware consumption of alcoholic beverages within 48 hours before boarding is not allowed, Captain? The side effects of said consumption is intensified in a pressurized environment. It was just a fucking farewell lunch. I won't get to see my family for 3 months. Happy now? The questionnaire isn't over yet, Captain. Alright, I'm cooperating, but I want to end this soon. Thank you for your patience. There's just one question left. Okay. As the captain of the Argo ship, in an emergency situation, do you take responsibility for all damages to Poseidon's equipment and its crew? And absolve Poseidon Incorporated and its shareholders of any liability for events subsequent to the disaster? Oh man, the company already getting their teeth in. I still don't know what's happening. Yeah, Kelly, you haven't told me what's actually happening here, you know. I need you to tell me whether this is... Wow. I can't say I accept this. I do not accept. Is that an automatic game over if I don't accept? I can't accept liability right now, right? It's like the terms and conditions for everything. You can't accept it. I want to say no. I want to say no. Alright, I'm going to say accept. That's probably the end game right there. I should have not accepted, but you know. I have no other choice but to accept, right? Captain, I need you to state clearly whether or not you accept the terms. Fine, I accept the terms. Thank you, Captain. Right, so this is me. Jasmina. Authorized access. So I'm back in control now. I'm here to ensure the successful delivery of the cargo transported in the Argo ship. I'll assist you with whatever you need, Captain. How can I be of help now? Yeah, open the capsule. Initiating capsule A15's lid opening process. I'm getting a sense this error screen is going to be something I'm going to be seeing quite a lot of. The request could not be completed. Why? Diagnosis failure in capsule A15's electrical system. Diagnosis oxygen level low. Calculating estimated time of oxygen reserve consumption. We've got 60 minutes, people. What? No, this can't be happening. Bang, bang, bang. Well, there's no point shouting for help, because that's just going to use the oxygen. I'm going to try continuous force. Slam my fist together. Maybe there's loose wiring in the component somewhere. That might help. Open the damn thing now. To ensure your safety, your cryogenic capsule is sealed by an unbreakable titanium door. I suggest you calm down, Captain Jasmina. Stress-induced hyperventilation will accelerate your asphyxiation. Yeah. There's not enough power for oxygen recycling in your capsule. That's all you can do to help me? I'm just granting your every wish, Captain. Are you now, though? Don't think you are. You're not the genie in the bottle, Calais. Great. I need help from actual humans. Patch me through to my crew. Right, so the timer's starting to go down now. 5 minutes. So I'm wondering if it's the case of... It's going to be every time I click on an answer, right? Comm system is operating in power saving mode and may be unstable. Choose only one recipient for your call. We can call Ila, or we can call Atalanta. I'm going to call Atalanta. And connect me to Atalanta's cryogenic capsule. Connection to capsule video used by Atlanta Roca, onboard mechanic of Poseidon. Right. And it looks like Atalanta's left her capsule. Where is she? You want to try another call, Captain? Well, we'll try Ila. Want to try Ila? Patch me through to her cryogenic capsule. Connection to internal video capsule used by Hila Pave. And that's also empty as well. We're just wasting time here. Where is she? Why is her capsule empty? What happened to them? You want me to track down a specific individual? So Hila is the delivery assistant. Atalanta is onboard mechanic. I'm thinking I need the onboard mechanic right now. Your choices will have consequence. Yes! But, you know, I'm running out of oxygen. I'm going to try and get to, you know, the heart of the beast of the matter. And that's using someone that's going to get me out of here. Find her wherever she may be. Tracking individual, Atalanta. Come on, Calais. Atalanta Roca located an external area of the Argo ship. Oh, she's outside. She's trying to fix the ship already. Atalanta, can you hear me? Atalanta? Well, well, look who's up. Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, so I'm wondering now, if I choose different options, is that gonna... I'm just gonna see for now. I'm trapped at... because I want to get to the meat and potatoes of this, right? We don't want to waste any time. But I imagine I'm gonna say, how'd you get out of your capsule? When I woke up, it was already open. As should all capsules naturally do after landing. Yours was the only one that crashed. Yeah, so we wasted time there. Okay, so I'm just gonna... if I see an option that's coming up, I'm just gonna pick... I'm not gonna dilly-dally with things that are gonna be superficial, you know? And when are you planning to get me out of here? Take it easy, princess. Wow, alright. Alright, Han Solo. That's what I've been trying to do for over 2 hours. Oh, okay, great. Where is Hila? Freaking out somewhere on the ship like a little girl. I've got no patience to babysit that one. Not the time for that. I need both of you to help me. I'm running out of oxygen. I know, the Argo stopped recycling oxygen. What with the malfunction? Can you fix the ship? These answers are longer than just yes or no. We need to talk. Okay, in there. I'm going back inside the Argo. Calais. Yes, Captain. Follow Atalanta. Give me images of the Argo's entrance hall. What the hell are you doing sitting there? Come on, get up. So this is Hila. Thank God you're back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere without our ship, right? You took a long while out there. I was trying to get this piece of shit to work. Hila? Oh my God, Jazz? You're alive? For now. Why wouldn't I be alive? Atalanta said you could be... Enough of the drama queen routine, Hila. Jasmina and I were discussing how to get out of here. Fuck, Atalanta. I thought you had disappeared out there. And that Jazz was dead inside that damn capsule. Emotional overload? Oh, alright, okay. So I'm getting the feeling that Hila's going to be the scaredy cat one, and Atalanta's going to be the one that takes the bull by the horns. In the meantime, the two of you were just chit-chatting? Alright, maybe I can try and boost her morale. I'm sorry, Hila. I should have looked for you to let you know I was up. I'm part of the team. I just don't want to be left out just because I'm the newbie. Alright, you guys going to keep on your DTR, or can we figure out a way to get out of here? Figure it out already. What's our situation? For some reason, while we were sleeping, the Argo deviated from its course before making the jump. The ship must have hit a rock while attempting to do an emergency landing. The impact damaged part of the electrical system and the hyperdrive connections. I managed to fix the hyperdrive and the electrical connections, but our tritium cell was compromised due to the overload. We need to find a new cell, or the whole electrical system will collapse in 57 minutes? That's the amount of time I've got to live. I wouldn't be that precise, but yes, an hour or less. Do we have spare cells? That's probably a stupid question. She's already going to tell me no. If that were an option, I wouldn't be delivering bad news. Right, okay. Don't mess around with Atalanta. She's already kind of thought of things. She's 2 steps ahead. No ship is equipped with spare cells. Their radioactive component lasts for hundreds of years. Those douches in accounting don't free up the budget for such costly and supposedly long-lasting equipment. Can we call for help? Maybe someone can come and assist us. Wow, what a brilliant idea, kiddo. You want to go out there, wave your hands up, maybe a flying saucer sees you. I'm trying to find a solution, Ada. First of all, our comm system is compromised because of the electrical failure. Second, this is not a flat tire in the middle of the road. Any help would take months to get here. Right, we have to figure this out on our own. Let's get to the crux of this, right? And that's exactly what I just said. I only have 57 minutes of oxygen in my capsule, Hila. So what are we going to do then? Where exactly is here? Any guesses, Atalanta? I couldn't see much out there. We're surrounded by a snowstorm. The onboard computer says it's June 20th. Been 3 weeks since we departed from Wolf. So if we didn't deviate much from our route, we're still in the Hydra constellation, aren't we? Which means we're who knows where, near to middle of nowhere. This information is useless. I think Calais might be able to help us figure out exactly where we are. Okay, but who the hell is Calais? The GOD of the Argo. GOD? An artificial intelligence that is activated in emergency situations. I thought ships were no longer equipped with that crap. I thought so too, but the Argo is an old model, as you well know. I don't trust that Poseidon junk. We should have full control over the ship in an emergency situation. I agree with Atalanta, you know. Out of the 3 crewmates so far, Atalanta's the one that's kind of, A, she's rolling her sleeves up, she's getting out there, she's trying to fix the problem already, and 2, she knows what she's talking about. If it comes down to this, I'll be honest with you, if Illa is going to be used as a human sacrifice at some point, I'm going to use her as a human sacrifice, because she's not offering anything at the moment. It's the only help we have at the moment. Your choices will have consequences. Right, so that was... okay, alright, we'll see. If it's made to help us, then it's a good sign it is activated now. Or it's going to be another problem for us to deal with. Calais. Where are we? According to our coordinates, we are on the planet Lemnos, the Aquila constellation, about 16 light years from Earth. We are farther away from our destination than when we departed. How did this happen? I cannot determine why the Argo spacecraft deviated from its route from Wolf 1061C to Earth, Captain. Is there anyone on this planet? Does anyone know about our deviation? What's the nearest inhabited planet? Is there, I mean, I don't think there's any point asking if there's anyone know, because he's just going to go, well, yeah, you left at this coordinate, but they're expecting you here. There's not going to be any point. What's the nearest inhabited planet? If we've crashed, we're not going to get there. So is there anyone on this planet? Be more specific. All right, Calais. Is there anyone on this planet who can help us? Lemnos is an uninhabitable planet. Shit! And tell me more about Lemnos. A planet whose surface is mostly covered with ice and rocky structures. Its atmosphere is composed mostly of carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure is at 9 psi. The climate is constantly snowy. An average temperature of minus 35 Celsius during the day, and it can get to 120 minus at night. Wow. Popularly known as the ship graveyard due to its mineral composition. Wait, what do you mean by ship graveyard? Due to constant accidents in its orbit, the planet accumulates several shipwrecks. The Planetary Exploration Commission has prohibited landing and approaching ships to Lemnos. How lucky we are. Would you like to hear about the mineral composition of Lemnos? Would you like to know more? See, now I'm thinking... is this going to save me in the end? Or do I need to know this information? I don't have time. Alright, Captain. We're on Lemnos, 16 light years away from Earth. Holy fuck, we are way off course. Is there anyone here? We are alone in the middle of an ice desert. Calais said this place is a ship graveyard. Oh my god. Wait, you said a ship graveyard? Are there other ships here? Just wreckage. Apparently a lot of accidents happen on this planet. That's great. Great? Good idea. I've had to make do with parts from old ships many times before. With a bit of creativity, we might at least make it back to Earth. Well, at least it's a new plan. We've already lost 2 hours trying to open your capsule from the outside. Can HAL 9000 there track tritium in its vicinity? I'm liking Atalanta. I'm liking her already. She's making the HAL 9000 comparisons. She's my favourite so far. I don't know, I'll check. Calais. Can you track any tritium cells in the wreckage of ships around us? Executing scans, searching for sources of beta radiation emissions. Ah. Something that looks suspiciously like the engineering ship from Prometheus, from the Alien franchise. I like it. Donut-shaped ships. I found 2 tritium cores in the wreck of the ship Quiron, 768 meters from the Argo, northwest direction. Are the cells compatible with the ship? So we'll have to go there and check. Are the cells functional? Yeah, let's check that first. I can't verify the integrity of Quiron's tritium cells. Are the cells compatible with our ship? I'm losing minutes here. I don't know if I should just get to the main part of it, right? Quiron ship belonged to the Poseidon fleet 5 generations prior to the Argo model. There's a high probability that the parts are compatible. I don't need to know how it ended up. Let's just get there, right? So we'll have to get there and check the cells. I'm afraid that won't be possible, Captain. Why? There's a risk of radiation contamination if you approach the Quiron ship, Captain. I've identified a strong radiation emission in the air coming from Quiron's fusion engines. Oh no. The engines are exposed due to the impact of the ship's crash. How much radiation are we talking about? Quiron's engine is emitting 800 milliseconds. Oh no, that's not good. Which in 5 hours can be fatal for a human. I've watched Chernobyl recently. I know that's bad. Oh god, that ship was our best chance. There must be some way for us to retrieve the cells. What would happen in an hour of radiation exposure? It can reduce around 10 years of life expectancy for the exposed individual. So is this going to be, we're going to have to choose who's going there, either Hilas or Atalanta? I know so far it's going to be Hilas from my side of things. Take 10 years of life from Atalanta and Hilas? I can't die trapped in here without oxygen. Unfortunately, I couldn't find another tritium source. What should I do? After accepting the waiver of responsibility, yeah, shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that and then Kelly could have made the choice. On my behalf. Decisions regarding the well-being of your team are up to the captain alone. Of course it is. It wouldn't be a kind of game like this. It wouldn't be a choose-your-own-adventure type game without that kind of, decision-making process. You forced me to agree to that waiver. Alright, you know what, I'm just going to say, what would you do in my place? There's no point arguing with the computer, right? What would you do in my place? If Hilas' life expectancy is reduced by 10 years, considering her age and health condition, she would still have about 40 years left to live. That's not bad. That's not bad. Atalanta would have 15 more years. You see, my original choice going for Hilas, I think I was right. Currently, given your conditions, your life expectancy is 55 minutes, Captain. Yeah. Statistically, I assume you're at greater disadvantage compared to your crew. Yes, I am. Not just a mathematical choice, Calais. I can only calculate logical variables. That's true. I'm liking the writing so far. I'm liking the kind of tension about the situation that we're in. Calais, reconnect me with my team. I found the wreckage of a ship with tritium cells. Thank goodness. The ship's name is Quiron, about 700 meters from here. You said Quiron? The famous Quiron? Here? Do you know this ship? It's a legend. Quiron was one of the first ships from the early days of industrial colonization in space. Shortly after leaving Earth, it simply disappeared, and no one knew of its whereabouts. Until now. Are its cells compatible with the Argo? Apparently yes, but Calais doesn't know if they're damaged. How much oxygen do you have left? 55 minutes. And where exactly are the cells? Quiron 3 is 3 kilometers long. Each cell is at opposite ends of the ship. If we leave now, Hilas and I can search for the 2 cells. One of the team... Oh, so I'm sending both of them out, am I? Captain Jasmina, do you authorize the search mission for the cells? We're not telling them about the radiation. We're not going to say anything. Captain Jasmina? Well, I'm thinking. We don't have time, Jasmina. The power will run out, and your oxygen reserve too. Are you aware of that? I know. I know. You are the captain. You need to make a decision now. Do you authorize the mission or not? Wait, both of us outside? In the snow? Fuck, it's the only chance we've got. Do you authorize us to go outside, Jasmina? Oh, I'm closing my eyes again. Thinking back to the days of snow. Jasmina? I blanked out there for a minute. You need to give us an answer now. She is not happy. She's not a happy bunny. I authorize. That wasn't really a choice though. I didn't really have any other choice here. I just told them to go outside. I'll authorize it. So it's better if only one of us goes. No, we're both going. Why? Because we don't know the condition of each of these power cells. They're 3 kilometers apart from each other. If one of us doesn't make it back, we don't have time to try again. Understood? But where are the risks? Fuck me, we don't have time for this. The captain has already authorized the mission. Are you planning to disobey the captain's order? I want to know the risks. So here's the thing. Now I tell her, if we minimize risk and encourage Hilas, that will probably boost her up. But I can be truthful and tell her about the radiation. This is both going to have bad consequences, right? Because if I minimize the risk, that she'll be like, you know what, it's fine. Later on, she's going to find out about the radiation. She's going to blame us, and she's not going to trust us. Or if I tell her now, she'll probably trust us more, but later on will be like, I don't know about the radiation. You know what? Minimize the risks. We're delegating. I've only got 55 minutes of oxygen left. This might come and bite me back on the arse, but there you go. Yeah, I'm going to minimize the risks. There's apparently 6 endings to this. I know I'm not going to get the correct one, or the right one, the best version. The mission is simple. Go out, get the cells, and come back. It's more risky if you stay here and do nothing. The cold may be daunting, but it's our best option right now. This is your first delivery trip, isn't it, Hila? Can you stop reminding everybody that this is my first time? Our ship no longer has power to recycle oxygen, and we only have 3 gallons in our suits. We can't stay here for days waiting for help that won't come. But we can at least try to come up with a plan before... The plan is to get your lazy ass out of this fucking ship and try to find the one alternative Jasmina's got not to suffocate inside that damn capsule. Which part didn't you understand? Jasmina has a daughter. She needs to go back home. Maybe you don't understand that because you're not a mother. Wow, she's laying it on thick. Atalanta is laying it on thick with the guilt tripping. But remember, sooner or later, your oxygen will run out too. Picture spending the last hours of your life begging for a quick death on this shitty planet. Can you imagine that? You know what? I'm going to agree with Atalanta. I'll do the same for you. If I was in your position and I didn't know about radiation, I'd blindly go out and try and get it. Sure thing. I'm a great captain. I would give anything to switch places with you right now, but I can't. I'm kind of safe and cozy in my little capsule. I'm not getting radiation, as far as I know. Atalanta is right. I'm getting her trust. That's good. I want her trust. If I can tell Atalanta about the radiation, if there's some point that I can tell her, I'm pretty sure she'll be like, nah, it's fine. You know what? It's alright. I know what I'm doing. She probably already knows about it, and she's going to give me a hide-in in a bit, but we'll see. You're my only hope, Obi-Wan. Okay, I'll go. But it's for Jazz. For Jazz, for you, for your puppy, or for Grandma. I don't give a shit. Just get your ass up now. I gotta love her. I think I'm doing the kind of, you know, softly softly approach. Atalanta's like the slap approach. And I get it. I get it. We already used up a lot of oxygen from our tanks. We need to move. Let's go. We're ready. Walk northwestbound. You can't miss it. Quiron is a large spacecraft. Be quick. There's no point saying good luck. Be quick. Because we know about the radiation. Don't worry. I'll be back soon. We'll be back, you mean, Atta. Let's go. She's already like, you're dead, man. You're dead meat. You're cannon fodder. Yeah. Calais. How long will it take for them to reach? What are the chances of the mission success? Both of these questions are going to have low probability rates, right? Let's just say how long will it take them? About 5 minutes, walking at a speed of 5.8 kilometers per hour in the blizzard. Okay. Can you activate and access Quiron's operating system? Yes, Captain. Great. All I need access to doors, monitoring systems, password, maps, and any kind of information about Quiron. Okay, I'll see what I can do. The requested task may take a few minutes. Alright, be quick. Captain. Yes. Atalanta's trying to make contact. Yeah, this is where she says, I know about the radiation. You're a shitty captain. And I'm going to go, that's right. Connect me with her. Ada, what's wrong? Is that Quiron? Ooh. This is very alien-esque. I do like it. Like when Kane and Dallas and Lambert go out and they see the derelict ship. Yes, it must be. Where's Hila? Dragging herself behind. Don't ask me to wait for her. Right. Turned around. She's seen her. At least keep an eye on her. Okay? If she's in my line of sight, I'll notice. Let me know when you both arrive. Wait, Captain. Is there a problem? I wanted to use this walk to chat a bit, yeah. You know, to clarify some things between you and me. Why are you whispering? Have you ever heard of a drug called Bezia? Uh-oh. Is Atalanta an addict? Why bring this up now? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, is she asking about me? Am I I thought I was just drinking some wine. Now I'm a druggie as well? Why bring this up now? Bezia. It's an illegal stimulant. It's juice. Helps you push through multiple deliveries without being crushed by cryosleep's rebound effect. The guys on the docks have their connects. You're close with these dock guys, aren't you? Were you investigating me? I like knowing who I work with. I took a peek at your files before we embarked on this route. Of course you did. You did what? This is the 5th delivery you've chained together in a short amount of time. Holy, nearly 7 months in cryosleep? Wow, in your shoes I'd be a mess. I'd be inattentive. I'm fine, Atalanta. One more annoying thing about Bezier is that it takes a toll. Over time, it messes with your head. When you're awake, you can't think straight. And when you're in cryosleep, it fucks with your mind with weird nightmares. Where are you going with this? I might spend a bit more time with this, but okay. Where are you going with this? To this very mess we're in, stranded in the middle of nowhere. So far, I haven't found any mechanical failure on the ship that explains how we ended up here. And you're the only person responsible for configuring the ship's route, so what do you think happened? Do you think it's... I'm just going to get to the... I said I don't know. There's no point. Do you think it's my fault? Who else's fault could it be? I'm going to be direct. Are you taking Bezier? So we can either lie now, I've never used any drugs, or tell the truth, yes, I've used it, but I'm clean now. I don't think there's much point lying to Atalanta. I can lie to Illa in order to get her morale up and stuff, and that's what I'm trying to do. But with Atalanta, I don't think there's any point in lying. I'm then going to tell her the truth. Yes, I've done it a few times. I knew it. Don't be a hypocrite. Everyone's done it. Everyone's had to chain deliveries together. I have bills to pay, for fuck's sake. I haven't touched that shit in months. Months? How many? 4? 5? You don't know. Fuck off. I'm sure I didn't make any mistakes in configuring Argo's route, damn it. Want a pat on the back for your investigation? No. But I'm pleased with your honesty, Captain. Hey, there we go. A bit more trust. Is that all? I just want us to sort things out and be on the same page. For instance, from here I can see Quiron's right engine exposed without any lead shielding. This is the radiation. That thing is a radiation nightmare spewing right in our faces. You knew that, right? And you didn't want us? Why? I didn't want Hilas to give up. It wouldn't have made a difference. I didn't want to scare Illa even more. I didn't want Illa to give up, that's what I'm going to say. Sure, all for the sake of the mission. In your place, I'd have done the same. You would? How many routes have we worked together on? 4? 5? I think we've built some rapport, and it would be better if you trusted me and didn't mess with me. Got it? No secrets between us. I saw the chick's file there too, about her past before this trip. She was just a flight attendant on executive cruises, serving coffee to big shot suits. No details about the reason for her dismissal, or about her family, no emergency contacts. Pretty hazy past. Before we departed, she asked me several strange questions about the functioning of our ship. So Atalanta's kind of bringing the heat on Illa a little bit. Okay. What kind of questions? You bombarded me with questions about the functioning of the cryogenic capsules, and now you're stuck in yours. Coincidence? Two of us just need to join forces to get out of this shit, or that girl over there will screw us over big time. I mean, I do want to side with Atalanta, but now that the game has directed me to side with her so much early on, now I'm thinking that Illa's probably going to become useful later on. She's either got it out for herself, and she's going to stab me in the back later on, or she is someone I can trust. I don't want to side with just one person. I want to try and keep them both sweet. I don't want to say she's being paranoid. You know what? You're right. I'm going to side with Atalanta for now. We have more experience. We have to take control of the situation. I'm gaining her trust. Let's be more careful with the information we released to the little mouse. Shit could hit the fan at any moment. I mean, I kind of agree with her, but I'm not sure on who to trust right now. Calais, what's going on? Why did you cut my communication with Atalanta? Reconnect me again. The Argo ship's entrance door is being damaged. Damaged by what? I need the captain to check it out. Okay? And show me images of the ship's entrance door. All I see is snow. Lots and lots of snow. I don't see anything. Show me the top camera. Alright, there's the door. Still don't see anything. Are you sure, Calais? Is the snow causing any damage to the fuselage? Right. Ah! Bum bum bum! We got a zombie! Zombies are on the planet, holy shit! Back off from the ship's door. Calais, are the external speakers working? Can he hear me? External speakers are fully operational, but there's no point talking to a zombie person. There's no way any human being could live in a snowy climate for this long, and it also looked like a zombie head. He's not backing off. The main door of the Argo ship is being damaged. Well, do something about it then. You're the kind of GOD, right? Safety protocols and all that. Back off! Now! Damages to the main door of the Argo ship. Okay, got it. Quarantine alert. The individual must be isolated. Risk of contamination. Oh, what do you mean, risk? Well, yeah. Shit, is he going to open the door? Calais, activate the artillery. To activate the artillery, the defense permission code must be entered. What is the code? What code? I don't remember any code. I've never had to use the artillery before. The captain registered the code when she accessed the ship system for the first time. This is like the password thing, you know? Unless you use the same password for every conceivable item that you own, you're gonna forget a oh, goddamn. Alright, that was 5 years ago. I won't remember it. I cannot grant access to the artillery systems without the defense permission code. Shit. Oh man, so what does this mean? What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I know the code? Is time ticking down for this or not? Right, the only thing I've got here is Marmara. So would that be then M A R M A R A. That does line up. That's the only kind of wording I have. I'm going to go with okay. Yeah. Okay. Is that good? Of course, the Marmara Canyons. My family and I visit every year on vacation. Okay. Our first puzzle. And we cracked it. Where'd he go? Calais? Can you see him? Calais, answer me. What or who was that, Calais? You said he was infected. Infected with what? The characteristics of the intruder are consistent with those of a person infected with the Vanadin virus. Vanadin? Are you talking about a flu virus? Correct. That wasn't a flu virus, man. Come on. That thing wasn't human. That was not just the flu, yeah. Why was he like that? I don't want to waste any time. There's no point. Yeah. Alright, he's infected. Connect with my crew. I need to let them know. Hilas and Atalanta, I just arrived at Quiron. They are in the entrance hall. See, the thing is now, I don't know if this is going to be good or bad for me. If I'm not gaining information, is there going to be certain information that I can't give to my crew? But if I don't do that and I just head for the kind of correct or the kind of let's carry the task on, does that mean that the time is I'm going to give myself more time? I don't know that yet. That's a little bit frustrating. I would like to kind of go through all avenues and get as much information as possible, but I think by doing that, I'm losing time. And time is a factor here. So let's just carry on. We'll see what goes on. Yeah, by the way, this is meant to be about every playthrough of this is about 3 hours. I'm not sure if we're going to do a kind of one sitting type of job. I might try and get it to the halfway point and then try again, but we'll see how we go on. So far, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the consequences, the narrative, characters. Yeah. Hilas, Atalanta. Decided to show up. We're waiting for the coordinates to the cells, and they're just being, you know, abused by radiation right now. We're waiting for the coordinates to the cells. We are not alone. What do you mean? I'm not sure what it was, but there was an infected trying to break through the door. Infected? Infected with what? Calais couldn't tell me. I don't know. Calais doesn't have enough information about it. See, that's what I mean. Now, if I'd have gone through the other item bits in that that branching dialogue tree, would I have the information to give to them? Don't know. So, are there other people here? It wasn't a person. What are you talking about? He was banging on the door like he was trying to tear it down. I tried to hit him with the artillery, but he vanished. Vanished? Are you sure about that? Of course I am. No. I don't understand what you mean. Is there someone else on this planet with us? I think he was a famished. Fuck me, we don't have time for this. Let's do what we came here to do. No, wait, what is this? What is a famished? Fairy tale, okay? Jasmina's oxygen levels are low. She must be hallucinating. No, I want to know what you guys are talking about. Some delivery guys tell us. Some legends say, huzzahs, the hairpin bandit! Stories of cases where crew members go into cryosleep but never woke up. See, this is the thing as well, because I was going to say that. Atalanta did mention earlier about Bezier and... if this all turns out to be a dream, I'm going to be well disappointed. Something else woke up in their bodies. Something with no conscience. Something aggressive. People call them famished. My god, is this true? No, it's not. It's just a legend some drunkard spread around the docks to scare the newbies. No one has ever seen that happen. I don't believe it either, but its eyes look like two hollow pits, just like in the stories. Damn it, I've been in this business for 30 years. If cryosleep wasn't safe, I would know. They can't hide something like that. Poseidon might have covered up the cases, maybe you're right. The problem might not just be cryosleep. We don't fully understand cryosleep process. Poseidon might have covered it up. You know what? It's the company. We're not going to sit here listening to your wild imagination concoct crazy scenarios. What are we going to do? Nothing. The captain is confusing conspiracy theories with reality. Fuck, Atalanta, I know what I saw. Then prove it. If this is real, GOD will confirm your story, won't it? Shit, Calais. Yes, Captain. Tell the crew what was attacking our ship. Unfortunately, I can't communicate with the crew members outside the ship, Captain. That's convenient, isn't it? Yeah. Now I'm starting to wonder, is this whole part just meant to make me disbelieve that Jazz has woken up and this is all like a dream in her head or something, you know? Oh, fuck. Damn it, Jasmina, we don't have all day. Calais can't connect to your suit's comm. How convenient. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. You need to believe me. Why would I lie to you? Just because you believe it doesn't mean it's real. You need rest, Captain. We're going to move on. Wait, Jazz, are you sure these famished really exist? She's freaking out already. This situation is getting out of control. We're wasting time here. I mean, I do agree they are wasting time, but this might be some information. If this thing, this famished, came from this ship, there might be more. There's no contamination at all. Jasmina is not in her normal state. Can't be delirious, she still has oxygen. Not just that. Huh? Atalanta? Jasmina is a user of Bezier. She might be going cold turkey. Wow! After the little conversation we had, you know, one-on-one, and we said we have to stick together, now you're throwing me under the bus? Is that true, Jazz? And her trust has gone down. You're going to say I'm lying, Captain? Case closed. We already have an explanation. No, I want to hear it from Jazz. Is that what you saw real or not? Yeah, I'm sure it was. I've already panicked before and believed to see things that weren't there. Hila, you don't believe me? We're not going back because of hallucination. We just got here and we're going to get those tritium cells. Captain? We have to get out of this planet soon. The task remains the same, Hila. Get the tritium cells and get out of there. Issue resolved. We've already wasted too much time and oxygen. Byron is still recycling oxygen. Let's turn off the oxygenation in our IVA suits and save resources. Wait. Calais said there's a risk of contamination, and I think it might be through the air. We already spent 2 hours of our oxygen reserve. We should have less than an hour left. It's safer for you to breathe through the suit's oxygen. We're not going to compromise our oxygen reserve for no reason. I think Atalanta is right. We don't have time to argue. Exactly. Okay, you're the captain. You decide. So, if I turn off the suit's oxygenation to save resources, they'll be breathing in the radiation. But if I keep the suit's oxygen on, they might not make it back. So do I risk them getting radiation but saving oxygen for the final stretch maybe? I think I am. Yeah, turn it off. Turn it off. I know it's going to have... everything I say is going to have consequences. And I don't think these two are going to make it back. But Atalanta is right. Turn off the oxygen and pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, we've got trust. In an Atalanta, not in Illa. My trust has been going down in Illa. Great, a little bit of reason. Where do we need to go? One of the cells is in the botany lab, access through the east corridor. The other cells is in the engine room, access through the west corridor. Alright. Illa, you go to right to the botany lab where you'll find the cell. Atalanta, you go to the engine room where the other cell is located. Understood. Let's do this. Calais. Have you found anything about why our ship went off course? Not yet, Captain. We need to know if the Argo has any issues beyond the damage caused by the crash. If I had any leads to guide the investigation, it would help with my diagnosis. Any suggestions, Captain? Investigate the cargo. Well, we know the cargo's the silicon chips. Investigate the electrical system. I think investigating the electrical system would be spot on, right? Yeah. Investigate the electrical system thoroughly. Maybe electrical failure isn't just due to the crash. I will perform a scan of the electrical system, Captain. It might take some time to get a complete diagnosis. Understood. One more thing, Calais. Yes, Captain. What I saw was real, wasn't it? I didn't understand the question. I don't have the ability to identify what was seen by your retina. I just need something to prove, yeah. I'm afraid I can't help you with your request. What does the Captain desire now? Right, okay, well let's ask for crew diagnostics. What is the physical status of my crew? Would you like Captain to receive a physical reading? Yes. Let's check out Hila's physical diagnosis. Right, stress medium, normal, okay. And then Atalanta, I am losing time by doing this. Oxygen reserve 47, that's not great. Moderate stress. Moderation isn't exactly a defining trait of Atalanta's, but I prefer it to stay this way. Right, let's check Argo's safety. Show me the images of the entrance door of the ship now. Okay, is this losing time? This is going to be losing time. So every time... Yeah, okay. Okay, let's locate Hila. Hila is walking down the east corridor of Quiron. Hey Hila, how's it going? Weird. What do you mean? The ship is tilted, stuck up on a hill. Walking around here is kind of like climbing up a slope. The smell of this place is strange and familiar at the same time. There's something rotten in the air, like an old scent of death, but at the same time, it seems clean. That would be the radiation, Hila, that I didn't tell you about. Just don't mind it. Just don't mind it. And now a noise has started, coming from far, far away. Sounds like a scream of pain. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just in my head. I just woke up, and dealing with all this situation is hard to process. I don't know if I can handle it, Jazz. Try to calm it down. Let's try and calm it down. Hila, listen to me. Everything's going to be okay. Once you retrieve the cells, we're getting out of here, alright? Okay, got it. I'm still a bit disorientated and queasy from the cryosleep effect. My stomach's churning. That's normal. It'll pass in time. Jazz, how long have you been doing deliveries? Over 14 years. Wow. And do you like this job? You get used to it over time. I hope I get used to it over time. All this cryosleep stuff. It'd be worse if we were awake in hyperdrive for months, trapped on this ship. Worse for our bodies and our minds. Yeah, I'd go crazy if I spent months with Atalanta. And what do you dream about when you're in cryosleep? I dream about this, Hila, apparently. About... we're going back to the snow, back to my daughter, who went on the frozen lake and didn't drown. My daughter. I didn't know dreams could be so vivid. They're different from regular dreams. They feel real, don't they? I know delivery folks who do this job just for the dreams. And you? What were you dreaming about? About a guy. Sexy dreams. I met him when I worked as a flight attendant on executive cruisers in Anaga. He's a lawyer on the Poseidon extraction team. I never thought someone like him would notice me. Why wouldn't he notice you? Look at me. I'm just a clumsy nobody. But he noticed you. Fortunately. What do you mean? Cruises are usually short trips. We don't use cryosleep. It was all very intense during that month with him. Is that what the kids call it these days, huh? He promised me so many things, dreams I didn't even know I could have. But after we landed in Anaga, he vanished. Just a few days later, with a name and a company, I found him, and I discovered he was married. Of course he was! What a jerk. I guess I'm the one who was the fool. Now I'm here, dreaming about him like a fool and about that 1 month we had together. When I get back home, he won't even remember me anymore. For him, it'll have been months, but for me, it'll have been weeks. Will these dreams stop? Let's be optimistic about it. I think so. Dreams may vary. Our minds are very like a treasure chest full of odds and ends. I just want to forget that guy. You will, and there will be many good dreams ahead for you. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. I think this conversation has calmed me down a bit. Aha! So there's trust and emotional stability now I have to think about. Wow, okay. I'm here if you want to talk, Hila. Yeah, we just spent like 5 minutes chatting away just to raise your goddamn morale. Okay, let's look for Atalanta. Let's see where she is. Create a video link. I like that we're sort of going in between the characters and they're going to be coming to certain things, and I like it. I see you're still on the west corridor. Jeez, what happened? You scared me. Scared you? So damn quiet here, and then out of the blue your voice starts echoing in my head. As if it were the voice of my conscience. And the one thing I didn't want to hear right now, it's the voice of my conscience. This is your conscience. I just want to see how you're doing. Is your conscience weighing on you? Yeah, is your conscience weighing on you? The worst guilt isn't for the choices we make, about allowing yourself to be a puppet to other people's choices. Speaking of which, there are 2 entrances right ahead, and I have no clue which one to pick. So I guess I'll just have to leave it to luck. I could check for you. Wait there. No? Yeah, help Atalanta decide the path. I can watch the cameras in both corridors to find out which is the best way at her. Then be quick, or else I'll decide for myself when I get there. Alright, Calais. Yeah, they've got the map and everything, right? I want images of the 2 corridors ahead of Atalanta. Which camera does the captain want to watch first? Lefty loosey, righty tighty, let's go right. Analyze. Scan this area. Oh, okay. Oxygenation system inoperative. Distance to the entrance of the access corridor to the cryogenics room. 250 meters. Okay. And then, what's this on the floor here? Traces of dried human blood. Oh, okay, that's not good. So we've got... Okay. Check the left corridor. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, this is all flooded. Water temperature -1. That's not good. Distance to the entrance of the access corridor. This is very closer though. I get ya. Electrical installations in good condition. Captain, crew member, Atalanta. Okay, I'm almost at the end of the corridor. If you want to suggest a path, now's the time. What will it be? So, if I go through the right corridor, it's longer. And there was dried blood, so she might come across more of the famished. Through the left is shorter, but it seems flooded. And there might be... We don't want them spending more time than they need to, right? But that's going to be the safer option. It's longer. Yeah, I know. It's a bit longer, but it seems a better lit. The oxygenation system in this area isn't working, so you can breathe through your suit. Do you think it's a real idea? Just use the oxygen until you reach a room with proper oxygen supply. And then you can refill! It's all good! Alright. Just be extra careful there, okay? Extra careful? You said it was the best option, didn't you? Calais found traces of blood there. I don't think this was the best option. The ship suffered an accident where probably every passenger died. I'll be surprised if we don't find corpses all over the place. Okay, I'm on my way. Well, we've gained her trust, but I'm not sure I put her on the right track. Right, do we always have to check the... is this like Five Nights at Freddy's? Do I have to kind of keep on checking the safety of the place? Won't Calais let me know when that happens? I'm going to check on Hila again. East corridor. Okay, what do we got here? Hilas, what's the problem? Why are you standing still? Trying to figure out a way to open this door. Let's assess the situation. Yeah, let's take a moment to analyze the situation. Describe the door to me. I'm not sure. The door's electrical system seems to be working, but it's got a lock with a scanner. Maybe it's a card reader. The instruction panel is non-functional. What does the reader look like? It's a sphere with a red light. It's an optical reader. It authorizes the iris signature of authorized individuals. With Calais' help, can you open it? I can try. Yeah. You sure it's the best option right now? The air duct entrance is open. I could try to sneak through it, but... I have claustrophobia. Of course she does. On top of everything else, of her being a hindrance, me having to take time out of my busy schedule of dying to raise her morale, of course she has claustrophobia. Of course she does. You didn't mention that during your job interview. Didn't mention what? In the psychological interview, I asked if you had any issues with confined spaces. Sorry. So she just lied on an... Oh, I love it. Why didn't you tell me? We'll discuss it later. Yeah, we'll discuss this later. For now, we need to find a way for you to keep moving. I'm not sure if going through the duct is safe or how much time I might waste. What do I do? I'm going to try and open the door for you. Wait, Illa, I'm going to try and open the door. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Calais. We need to open the door to the east corridor of the Quiron. Analyzing. The door with a lock has an optical scanner. Can you unlock it? Retrieving optical signature data from Quiron system. Data corrupted. Partial recovery of authorized optical data in the system. I'm unable to match the recovered data for access authorization. I'll handle this. Yeah, I'll handle it from my capsule. I know what I'm doing. Damn it. Oh, okay. Okay. Right, so we have to match the eye that's here. Okay. Alright. I like the puzzle. Right, so let's see. We've got a bit of an eyebrow at the top. I think the eye up here could be this one. And then the eye down here could be this one. And I'm saying that because of the fact you see the skin discoloration here. There's one here as well. I'm going to try it. Merge selected data. Am I right? No, I am not right. Access denied. Okay, that's lost me a little bit of time as well. Okay, interesting. Well, the eye seems to be in the middle. There's like some of these eyes that are looking up, looking to the left, all that kind of stuff. This one seems to be... It could be this one. I'm going to try that as the bottom part. And then I need one that's kind of in... I need a top half bit that's in the middle. That seems to be in the middle as much as I can... Or it could be this one. I'm going to try this one first. No. Not a good fit, huh? Right, so the one... I'm going to try this one then. Can I try other ones? No. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. I'm feeling I've only got a number of attempts before this goes wrong. I'm looking at the part of the eye as well. It looks to me like it's going to be that one. That's this part here, right? Because it's in the middle of the actual socket itself. And then the other part needs to be in the middle. That does, because there's a bit of eyebrow. You can see there's a bit of eyebrow here. So either this is an unwinnable thing, or I'm just being really stupid. It's got to be this one. Did I try these two? God damn it. God damn it. Okay. That one. That's got to be the eye. Is it the bottom bit that I'm getting wrong? Yes! Ha 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 ha! Robert Attinger, you bastard! I got ya. You did it, Jazz! Thank you! Alright, she's gone. Let's check on Argo safety. Doing a little sweep. No one at the doors. I don't need to check their diagnostics. I think everyone's okay. Let's go back to Atalanta. She's walking through the corridor. You okay, Atalanta? Fucking endless corridor. I'm going to waste a lot of time here. Are you sure this was the best way? Yes, I analyzed both and it seemed like the right one to me. From here, you can already hear the Quiron's engine in the distance making some strange noises. Have I increased her chance of radioactivity? I don't know. What kind of noise? Hard to explain. Sounds like a murmur. As if the ship were suffering. Every now and then, there's a long vibration. Almost like a groan. You sure it's the engine? Yeah, I'm sure. What else would it be? Famished? The boogeyman? I know what I saw. Alright. So she's just going through. Go back to Illa. How's it going? I think I'm getting used to navigating through the ship, even though it's tilted. Like walking through a nightmare, knowing it's a nightmare. Keep moving forward. Tracking your position. Okay, crew diagnosis then. Let's diagnose them. Let me see. I think they're both physically okay. Let's go back to Atalanta. You still walking? Are you listening to me? Yes, go ahead. We have an unresolved matter. A big unresolved matter. What did we agree on, damn it? What are you talking about? You're the one that threw me under the bus. Hey, wait a minute. You said we were in this together and that we wouldn't let the little mouse freak out, didn't you? What the hell was that telling Illa about the famished? I was being honest. Honest? You don't even know that shit is real. Don't start this again. You're being damn selfish, okay? That's what you are. It's so convenient to disguise your selfishness with that cloak of honesty and ignore that I'm taking risks here too. Or it becomes a burden to me here, I'll be screwed too. So start thinking like a true captain. I was trying to protect them. You want to be the captain in my place. I mean, I think Atalanta will make a great captain. I don't think I'm doing a great job as a captain, to be honest with you, but I was trying to protect them. I saw a threat and needed to warn them because you're vulnerable out there. That's what any captain would do. Sometimes we don't see things as they are, but we are. Understand? Whatever you saw or think you saw, it wasn't there. I won't repeat this again, okay? Good. Let's just drop it. We're lucky Illa didn't buy into the story even after you insisted so much. Great. Let's go back to Illa. Is moving through the mainframe wing. She's back still there. Ugh, my stomach. Wrong. I don't feel... Blech. Oh shit. I puked in my suit. Illa, are you okay? My stomach hurts. Everything's churning. Damn. I think it must be still the effects of cryogenics on my body. Try breathing slower and deeper. Yeah. Keep reminding yourself that your fear and anxiety will pass once you get through this. Got it? Yes. Alright, we're increasing her emotional stability. I like to see it. That's great. You said it so convincingly. It's almost like you have claustrophobia too. My little brother did. And how did he get rid of it? He didn't get rid of it. Oh, so Renon isn't a girl. I thought this was his daughter that went out on the ice. Okay, maybe it was the brother. Okay. Illa. I need to check on Atalanta now. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Yes, I thought I saw something. Can you enhance the image? This is the maximum resolution the camera allows. Okay. This behavior seems recurring in your records. What behavior? You perform checks with a frequency above average. No one has ever told me that. Funny. There was this one time, before this route, I went to help Dario with the annex delivery records and I found a message on his terminal. Your husband. Yes. It was a small thing. A strange time. A name I didn't recognize. Nothing really important. But I kept staring at it. For hours. Rereading the same line. Checking the logs. Looking for something that would justify that feeling. And I found it. After that, I could never ignore the feeling again. Sometimes I wish I could. You believe you saw something? I'd rather be wrong by being over-vigilant. The truth is, sometimes it's better not to know. It's not possible that I'm just seeing things. I'd rather be wrong by being over-vigilant. Let's go with the kind of logical explanation, right? Ignoring small signs is like letting an itch grow until it's raw. This behavior is intensified in isolated environments. However, feeding it can increase psychological wear and tear. I know. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm pushing on the left mouse clicker, which is meant to progress through, but that's not doing anything. Have I come across a bug? Okay, I had to go back to the menu screen. I'm going to... I don't know that that was a bug because basically there isn't really any functionality apart from clicking on the left mouse button. And when I got to that part, it just stopped. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to choose can you enhance the image. I'm going to say did you record any other movement and see if that gets me through this section. No records of activity near the Argo. Okay. This behavior seems right. So it's the same type of thing anyway. It doesn't really matter what behavior. You perform checks with a frequency above average. Yep. No one has ever told me that. There was this one time. Yeah, before it's through. It would be good as well because this game is apparently meant to be played again and again. And if there was like a button or something that could like pass through all the text, because if you're starting again from scratch, you want to kind of have something that would bring you next to the kind of next decision-making tree. You believe you saw something. So now I don't know whether I should... I'm not going to take the truth is sometimes it's better not to know. It's not possible. I'm just seeing things. Evolutionary. Humans are adapted to prefer a false alarm rather than failing to notice something important. Your brain has a tendency to interpret vague stimuli as something meaningful. That is why my creatures gave me a name, a voice, and speech patterns that you interpret as identity, even though I am incapable of possessing self-awareness. It is what provides you with a connection during moments of crisis. I prefer to have total control of my ship. Yeah, that is true, I would like that. System quality tests indicated otherwise. Crew subjected to high stress while having total control of the system. Oh no, it stopped again. I'm kind of hoping this isn't a game-stopping bug, but I'm clicking, and it's not going further than this. I did try the other branching dialogue tree. That only gives me one more. I'm not sure what I can do. We've been playing this for now just over an hour, and I don't really want to start from the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the menu. I'm going to try and go through the dialogue trees. I'm going to try and pick the other one, and then we'll see where we're at. Okay, we're back at the decision-making tree. So the first time I picked I'd rather be wrong. That led to a softlock. It's not possible that I'm just seeing things that also led to a softlock. I'm going to assume that this is also going to lead to a softlock, but the truth is something it's better not to know. Sometimes it's better not to know. Everything that comes after is worth them finding out. There's no point of return. Can you delete what I just said from your records? What, Captain? This, what I just told you about Dario. The information is not relevant to the mission. I will proceed with the deletion of this data. That's right, it's not relevant. Not relevant anymore. Here we go. We're back! Haha! Huzzah! Okay. Let's go back to Illa. Illa is moving through the mainframe wing. She's still moving through the wing. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Jazz. Have you worked with Atalanta on other deliveries? Yes, on 5 other deliveries. So, what's the matter with her? She's just doing a job. Everyone has their own way of working. When I wish I'd respect my way of working. I'm sick of hearing her call me Mouse. She knows where I come from. Vega? No, I was born in Estigi, a planet infested with mice. Oh. Don't tell me you didn't notice she boasts about being born on Earth. Sometimes I wonder if Earth's extra gravity did some permanent damage to her brain. Truth is, I've never spent this much time with Atalanta while awake. This is the first time. Do you really think Argo's issue was not mechanical? Atalanta is very thorough. Her report states she checked the ship multiple times and ran all equipment tests. I hired her specifically because she's highly meticulous. Meticulous? She seemed a bit distracted when we left. What do you mean? When I was checking our cargo, a guy stormed into the dock and shouted at her. Cowered in a corner, pretending I wasn't paying attention to what was happening. They left together, and she only returned right before takeoff. It didn't seem like she had time to check the ship that many times. I think she wasn't entirely truthful in her report. I'm going to spend a bit of time finding out about this, because this feels like now to me that either Illa or Atalanta was the one responsible for causing the ship to crash. So, let's find out, why were they arguing? I heard only a bit, but it sounded like she owed him money. Uh-oh. Okay, thanks for letting me know about Atalanta. Her emotional stability is going up. Her trust isn't, but her emotional isn't. Calais, Captain Jasmina, yes. I've completed the investigation into the Argo's course deviation. And what's the result? Inconclusive. Of course it is. The electrical system of the Argo was functioning correctly until the time of the crash. I'm missing something. You want me to conduct a second scan of the Argo's mechanical system? Ah. Damn it. So if I'd asked Calais to do the search of the cargo area, it probably would have been the mechanical thing, and that would have been a different solution. Or a different answer. Because the electrical system wasn't the one. Oh well. I think the problem is... I don't have any evidence. I don't have any evidence to stipulate any kind of thing yet. I'm going to just say my crew. They're hiding something from me. What can you find out of Hilas and Atalanta? I found in the Argo system the videos of your recruiting interviews. Okay, just that. Due to the communication system failure, I cannot access any data outside the Argos or Quiron systems. Do you want to watch the job interviews? Yes, show me the material. Perhaps I missed something. Which interview would you like to see first? I mean, there was a point earlier on, wasn't there, when Hilas said that she lied about being claustrophobic. I want to show at Atalanta's, because if we talk to her next, I might have some juicy stuff that I can come back to her with. Yeah, show me her interview. Let's do this. Atalanta, our interview will be brief. You've worked for Poseidon, gone through the standard mission processes. We can skip certain steps. Can we? That's good. As per protocol, I need to confirm some information. Your name is Atalanta Roca. You're 56 years old, single, and have a son. Is that correct? Correct. Your address is still blah 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 in the Dark District. Correct. Do you have any chronic illnesses or allergies? I'm lactose intolerant. It's in my record. We don't give her milk. Alright. Okay, that won't be a problem. Do you have any issue with confined spaces or any other psychological disorder? No. Are you pregnant? No, of course not. I need to make sure due to the cryogenic process. Do you have any addictions or take any controlled medications? No. Perfect. There's just one little thing bothering my superiors. You've been out of work for almost a year. Why? You know it's tough to compete with the younger crowd, but it says here that you've had issues with previous delivery teams. You were fired after, according to this, poisoning the captain. What? No, wait, it wasn't like that. I just put laxative in his drink before they went into cryogenics. That would have killed him. I was really upset. That's all. Everybody messes up. The year I was out of work made me reevaluate some things. Made me rethink my behavior. So what did you do to support yourself during that year unemployed? Amassed a lot of debt, I'm imagining. Is that relevant to the interview? You're not obligated to answer my questions. While I worked at Poseidon, my delivery record was flawless. I work hard, I don't slack off. End of the recording. Oh, okay, show me Hilas' interview. Loading the job interview for Hilas. Hilas, it says here that you've never worked in deliveries before. Yeah, I'm looking for an opportunity in this field. Alright, you did really well on the logical and mathematical tests. Thank you. As per the standard procedure, I need to confirm some information. Your name is Hilas Paiva. You're 25 years old, single, no children. Is that correct? Yes. Why did she hesitate there? Your address is blah blah blah. Yes, that's right. I moved to Wolf recently. Really? Where did you come from? From the colony in Aiga. I used to work on executive cruises. Oh, that's interesting. I heard there's vegetation in Aiga. Yes, it's quite different from here. Are you enjoying Wolf? Not really. It's strange not to see the sunset. Ah, you live in the Bright Zone. I lived there in my childhood. The heat was terrible. Now I live in the Threshold Zone with my husband and my daughter. Oh, Renon is the daughter then? Okay. Alright. You have a daughter? Yes, my little Amanda. Amanda. That's a beautiful name. It was my grandmother's name. Certain times of the year we can see the twilight from our garden almost the entire month. You can come over someday if you'd like. So, is the job mine? And yes, you did very well in the evaluations. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I really need this job. But before we finish your contract, I need to work a few things out. Okay. Do you have any chronic illnesses, allergies, or are you pregnant? No. Can you see without those glasses? No. Is that a problem? Only I ask questions during this part of the interview, Hila. Sorry. Do you have any issues with confined spaces or any other psychological disorders? Inaudible. I think there's something else going on with Hila as well. Okay. Speak up, Hila. I'm recording. No, the answer is no. Do you have any addictions or take any controlled medications? No. Alright then. Welcome to Poseidon. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. At the end of the hallway, you'll watch an orientation video about the cryogenic process. End of the recording. Were the answers informative? I don't know. I think so. Hilas lied about her claustrophobia, that's all I know for now. Can you verify if what they answered in the interview is true? I can only access the Argo and Quire ship databases at the moment. That limits my verification scope. So this was a pointless waste of time. Hold on, Captain. I managed to cross-check the Poseidon delivery route map stored on Argo and verify the addresses provided by the crew members. Did you find anything relevant? The residential address, Hila, is in a restricted area. The address belongs to the security department of the Wolf government. Government security department address. Why would she give that address? Does she have any connection with the Wolf security department? I can't verify that information. I'm not sure how that would be related to Argo's route failure. That's all I could find, Captain. On the other hand, what Hila said about Atalanta leaving the hangar bay on the day of our departure is strange at least. So I'm either trying to believe one or the other, right? I have to confront Atalanta about the person that she clearly owes money to. She was out for work for a year, that much we know. At the moment, all this is sort of subjective. I don't have any proof of any of this. And then with Hila, she might, but maybe her father is like the head of security or something, but then that could also mean that there was a window frame that someone could have slipped on board. I don't know yet. Do you have in mind any other investigation direction that I could pursue? Not for now. Okay. Right. Let's get back to Atalanta. Let's see. Trying to get into the cryosleep room now. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh. What are you doing? Atalanta, I can try to open this door for you. Ah. Can you do it? I'll give it a go. I can waste time. I can't waste time trying. I'm trying to remove this. Scrubber from here to pass it to the other side. Fuck, it's freaking heavy. Oof. Things must weigh 4 times your weight. Let me try to open the door before you get hurt. I'm strong, okay? While your job is just flipping switches, I spend my time awake lugging around stuff heavier than this. Flipping switches solves problems fast, yeah. Oh, really? Then why are we on this goddamn ship? Oof. Enough talk. I need to save my breath. Do whatever you want. I'm sticking to my plan. Alright. Let's help her. Calais. Another puzzle, I'm assuming, will be arriving. What can we do to open the cryo room door? We need a valid facial recognition signature. However, I can access the power supply for the locks. If I interrupt the circuit, the locks can be manually released. Yeah, then do it. Let's do it. Go, come on. Go. You're late. Make haste. Fight the seconds. What does that mean? Alright. Does that mean this is on a timer thing? Okay. Oh god, it's one of these ones. Okay, no worries. We'll find this. We'll get there. That looks right. All I need to do is focus on one, and I think that was it. Yeah, oh, okay, great. That's one part. Now another part. Focusing on the 1 point area here. That looks not good to me. That's also not good. That's also not good. That looks good. Yep. There we go. Job's a good one. Holy shit, you got the door open, Jasmina. More trust from Atalanta, that's great. I'll take that as a thank you. I'm out, can't waste more time here. Alright, let's go back to Hila. Oh, hello. It's really dark in there, huh? A little help would be great right now. I can't see anything. Ugh, this place stinks. Calais, turn on the lights in the entrance corridor of Quiron's infirmary. Oh my god. Lots of dead bodies. Okay. No, 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 no. Get me out of here. Okay. Emotional overload? I had like the last 3 times bigging up your goddamn emotional status. Get me out of here now. Calm down. That's never the best word to say to someone who's actually, you know, going through something. Calm down. Just kind of heightens the tension, but there you go. I want to get out. I want to get out of here now. I can see another air duct over there in the corner. I won't be able to escape this time. I'll have to go through the air duct. Anything is better than staying here. Wait, Ila. Let me see if Calais can open this door. Calais. Open the door to Quiron's infirmary. Accessing Quiron's door operator. Is this another one where I have to kind of just... okay, no, it's another error. Unable to retrieve access code from the system. There must be a way to open it. The door has an authorized personnel identification band reader. That's interesting. Okay. So we need an access band. Is that it? It's going to be on one of the dead bodies. Okay. Or the code from an authorized access band. Connect me back to Ila. Ila. So, the door has a band access reader. I don't have an access band. So, I'll have to try going through the air duct. Wait, I had an idea. I think these people out there are using access bands. If we're lucky, we might find a band with access authorization. No, no. I can't, Jazz. I can't get close to them. We just need to test the bands. They're already dead. It's not safe to sneak through the air duct. Yeah, we just need to test the bands. But I won't touch them. I'm nearly passing out just from being here. Man up, Ila. Come on. You want me to be able to get back to the Argo with the tritanium? Don't ask me to do that. Please. And at least let me try to search for something with Calais. Don't take too long, Jazz. I don't know how much longer I can handle waiting here. Alright. I'm going to help her. Don't know how we're going to do this, but alright. We'll try. Scan the area. Look for access bands authorized to enter the infirmary. Okay. I found objects similar to access bands in the room. You're late. Make haste. Right, so I'm going to be losing time on this. Show me what you found. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, we've got down, down, left, left, right. Okay, what does that mean? I don't know. What am I looking for? Oh, God. Left, right, down. How do I know which one it is? It's a 3-digit thing. Left, left, down. Do I try left, left, right? Was that one, wasn't it? Let's try that. No, I don't know. It's going to be one of these. But I don't know which one. How am I going to know which one it is? I'm going to be looking down. I don't know which one. Oh, no. Right, let's take her one. So it's down center, going up to this one, and then in the center but black. Okay, so down center, in the middle black, and then what was it? That one. No, haven't got that. I'm losing time. Triangle going up, and then down, down. Okay, that could be. Let's try that one. Black, white, black. Okay. Black. What was it? Ah, time is over. I didn't get it done in time. Jazz, can you hear me? I can't stand being here anymore and we're losing too much time. I'll keep moving through the air duct. I'm almost there. It's safe to go through the door. I'm not staying here with these dead people. No one there is going to hurt you. You have no idea what it's like to be here. Feeling that this thin thread of sanity we're holding onto could snap at any moment. I mean, there's not really much I can say here that's going to help her. I'm trying to help you. If there's anything that can help me now, it's being able to make my own decisions. I'm a big girl and I got my big girl pants on. I'm going through the duct. Goodbye. Oh, that could be it then. Ila! Ila! Shit. Right, let's check the crew diagnostics now, because I think went through some things there. Uh-oh. What's wrong? What is this? There's someone there in the air duct. My God, what do I do now? I told you not to go through there. Give me a few more minutes. I probably wouldn't have solved that puzzle. I didn't know really what was the right combination, so... There were so many people that had different bands. You know, what was I going to take? Try to make contact. I don't think that's the best idea. I don't want to panic her. You know what? Try and make contact. Why not? Who are you? Oh, wait. What's wrong? I think... Oh my god, it's a boy's corpse. She's just losing. She's panicking the fuck out. She's twigging. She's tweaking. Shit. He's just a kid. He can't be older than 15. Why is there a body here in the ventilation duct? Because I'm assuming someone did the same thing as you did. Some people stow away on ships leaving Earth for the industrial planets. Desperate for job opportunities, they hide wherever they can. Maybe that's the story here. We can't know for sure. And how do they travel without cryosleep? They induce a form of hibernation with smuggled cocktails, but without proper support, they often end up dying from dehydration or starvation. Oh my god. We're going to die here like these people. We're not like these people. Our stories are different. We're not that different from them, Jazz. And try to wait a little to calm down. Take a breath. I can't calm down with a corpse right here in front of me. Never mind, let me try to get out of here quickly. I'm going to have to push him. Oh my god. Ugh! I'm so sorry. I did it. I'm getting out of here right now. Okay, so she's walking, well, not walking, she's crawling through the ducts. Atalanta's trying to communicate with the Argo. What now? Where is she? Atalanta is walking through Chiron's cryosleep room. Okay. What's wrong, Atalanta? Take a look at this. This capsule is broken. I can see that. The impact from the fall from Chiron must have damaged it. After all this time, it's hard to say what caused all this damage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What am I, some damage expert? Not that hard. It was broken from the inside out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Person couldn't break a cryosleep capsule with their bare hands. They were designed not to be broken. What are you suggesting? For now, I'm not suggesting anything, but I know what's going through your mind right now. And what's that? Are you thinking the passengers got infected and turned into... I can't even describe it. And smashed the pods, wrecked Chiron, and bringing them down on Lemnos? Oh, it's possible. Yeah, sure. Is that what you think happened? I mean, sure, makes sense. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidences. The evidence is right in front of you, the broken capsules. If they got out of the capsules like that, it was the cryosleep that did that to them. Damn it, most of these capsules are broken from the inside out. Hundreds of them. Surely if there were hundreds of them, there would be hundreds of infected. This would be like more aliens than alien, you know what I'm saying? This is not a good sign. After more than 30 years, a sign that there might be others? Get out of there now. Sign there might be others? It's just me and Illa here. I just wish I were out of this fucking capsule now. These empty capsules give me chills. After so many deliveries, and we haven't even been infected. This doesn't make sense. Cryosleep is supposed to be safe. We always wake up. I never met anyone who didn't wake up. I have. Who? My husband. You're married? I was married. He died. I don't want to say did he turn into a feral. I don't even know what feral is. There's famished and then there's ferals. What's the difference? I'm sorry. Not going to be much for her, but it's been a long time. Carlo died of a Bezier overdose while sleeping in a capsule like this. He was using Bezier? Things got harder after I got pregnant. He was scared. Our salaries weren't enough to support the three of us. He took more and more deliveries, one after another. You see, I don't know if I'm buying this now. In her last trip, she poisoned the captain, and now her husband conveniently overdoses on Bezier. She's got money troubles. I'm not really trusting Atalanta right now. It feels like she's killed people in the past. We hardly saw each other. When we finally met, all we did was argue about money being tight. I couldn't handle doing deliveries and taking care of our son. I pressured him. Everything came crashing down on him like an avalanche. Carlo was a frightened little mouse. He used Besna, not only on the routes but also at home. He couldn't stop. I found out from a letter from Poseidon they didn't want to bring his body back. You never saw his body? No, It was recycled on Mars after a while, like a lost package. Maybe if I hadn't... Shit. And your son? He doesn't even remember any of this. I tell him a more heroic story about his father, without the overdose. But he's doing deliveries now. He must have figured out how things are. I'm saving some money to help him buy a house for himself and his wife. They're having a baby in 2 months. If I make it back home, my grandchild will already be born. We'll make it back home. Let's get the trust from her. I'm not trusting her one iota, but I want to get her trust. You need to make it. I don't want your husband to raise your girl alone, like I raised my son. Thank you, Ada. I know it's wrong to say this, but when I sleep, I feel a certain relief. When I wake up in this body, with these problems, with this life, without Carlo. Sometimes I fantasize about sleeping and not waking up again. Atalanta. Don't worry. Today isn't one of those days where I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm going all the way to get this Argo off this piece of shit planet. I just remembered something. Carlo knew an old Argo delivery person who died in a capsule long before you took over. Ever heard of him? No. According to Carlo, Poseidon told the family that he got sick because of an interaction between the cryoprotectors and pneumonia. Back then, they weren't so strict with the physical exams before embarking. Why are you telling me this? I'm trying to make sense of it all. Does this mean you believe me now? It means I'll keep my eyes open. Me too. 34 minutes left, Ada. Okay, I got it. I'll pick up the pace. Hila is attempting to communicate. What's the problem with her? The physiological readings from her suit are indicating a stress spike. Oh god, she's on the floor. Wrong with her? Hila! Hila, answer me! Ah! And that's where I think we'll leave it for today. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. I'm liking the narrative. I'm liking the art. I'm liking the storyline. I'm liking the crew members, the kind of suspicions that we have of them. You know, I mean, there's something obviously wrong with Hila. She obviously lied to us in the interview about being claustrophobic. What else is she lying to us about? With Atalanta, I don't trust her at all. I started this game thinking that she was going to be like the one to pull us through, to grab the bull by the horns. She's obnoxious, but she's pragmatic. She's realistic, and I like that. But now, as the game's going on, exactly what I thought was going to happen. I don't trust her now. I don't trust her. We've been playing for an hour and a half. I've only encountered one softlock problem where I've had to kind of go back again. There was like a branching dialogue tree, which 2 of the options weren't working for me. They softlocked me. The third one got me out of the death spiral, so that's all good. The puzzles that we've encountered so far have been really good as well. I like the fact that the first one was using our kind of surrounding environment. We used the Marmara. The second one was the kind of sliding puzzle. The third one I just didn't have time to do, unfortunately. I didn't get the band access. The only thing I would say so far is the music's great. I'm loving the music. Obviously, voiceover work would make this 10 times better, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying it. It would be good if we could use the little buttons in the command or the capsule, the cryogenic capsule, to see what's going on. But we have 34 minutes left, and I think what we'll do is we'll pick up the second part, maybe the final part tomorrow or the next day. Until the next one, stay ghoulish. Bye.